Hello. Yes, my screen is giving 2009. This new laptop, I don't know what happened, but I'm trying to get as bright as lighting as possible, which is why I'm filming in my living room. I have been just trying to come back, y'all. It's really difficult. I have a new camera webcam coming in next week, so hopefully we can get better quality. I want to do it on my phone, but I have been through all my storage. So we are just going to operate kind of like this for a little bit, probably about a week, depending on when Amazon wants to send my stuff over. But today, I'm here to talk about Don't Worry, Darling. Yes, you probably heard about this movie for the entire Mercury retrograde, but I finally was able to see it. I have been a correspondent on this since probably late July when the drama kind of hit like a tailspin. And this has been a moment in pop culture that we will not forget. If you hear a voice in the background, my roommate is literally in her room gaming. So, yes, we're working with a lot of chaotic elements right now. So, with Don't Worry, Darling, I don't think I can recap the drama for you. Like, honestly, you guys have heard so much about it at this point. I have playlists dedicated to it on my TikTok page. But this is going to be my review of the movie. No, about to say synopsis. Basically, it is in the quaint desert town of Victory, where husbands who are engineers work on a top secret project while the wives stay in this angelic 1950s style town, basically doing the cooking, cleaning, and tending to their husbands. Now, basically, this is all about an aesthetic. Everybody loves it. Honestly, that's one of the kind of like check marks I give it the movie on stuff that I like. But it also gets like an X because they focus more on the aesthetic than the actual like plot. This will be spoiler included, so basically this is going to be all over the place. I haven't done a review in a while, so also people have already heard about this movie, even if you saw it or not. So, what I liked about the movie, of course, Florence Pugh, she delivered a stellar performance. She carried that movie. Honestly, she is dominating the thriller genre, and she is one of the best of my generation, honestly. She puts her all into Alice, and I would not be surprised if Warner Brothers does an Oscar campaign for her for Best Actress. Best Actress will be a cutthroat category this year, I will tell you that. But I can see her getting, awards for that. Also, Chris Pine, even though they underutilized him, he did a great job capturing the essence of a cult leader. Harry Styles, he was not terrible. He worked with what he was given. I think since this was a new leading role for him, I think he just needs a little bit more experience, maybe some more acting classes. I know he's new to the acting. This is like his second project. I know he has My Policeman coming up at the end of October, so maybe that will like be a new territory for him. But him being paired to Florence Pugh, you can definitely tell that there's different acting experience. The rest of the cast, they did what they did, which also leads me into the kind of like negatives of the movie with the plot, and this is where we get to the spoiler category. The plot had so many holes in it, specifically in regards to Margaret, played by Kiki Lane, her and husband Bill, played by Ariel Stachel. Their parts were significantly cut in the movie, and Margaret plays a pivotal role in the movie in regards to the plot. How basically she's kind of like waking up, realizing, hey, we're not supposed to be here, because later on we find out that basically this is an incel haven for basically for them to have their wives or partners under control in their minds in this angelic place, but in the real world they're in like real 2020 or 2022 world, and basically they have them trapped in their minds mentally in this 1950s make-believe place of Victory. So Kiki Lane, her character played a pivotal part. I wish we had more of her scenes because I feel like that would have not just add more to Alice and her discovery of things, but also more to Margaret, because I feel like Margaret played a bigger part. Like honestly, her that was kind of the turning point. She's waking up. And also it goes in conversation of how a black woman's put in a position of her knowing the truth, but then made out to be crazy and kind of ostracized by her like community, and it's just that's a whole nother conversation for TikTok. But other things, of course, the scripts I had issues with. Really, the plot could have been a lot more better. I feel like the whole incel thing, we kind of just had that like out of nowhere in the third act. I feel like we already knew what was going on by the time we got like 10 or 20 minutes in. But there are so many plot holes. Like, what was the Victory Project even about? How did Frank fund all this? Where was Frank located in, some part of the world? Because basically towards the end, basically Alice, kills Jack, aka Harry, and they're basically planning on taking her out. And I'm thinking, okay, if she wakes up, are they gonna come after her? There's just so many holes in it. And I'm just like, and then the thing with the planes is like, where was the plane going? Like, the planes were just imaginary? Did they like basically do it as a distractor? Like, what was the reason? Also, Olivia Wilde's character Bunny, I didn't see a lot of purpose. Like, we didn't see much of her, but like she played a major part at the end. Basically, she knew everything and tried to make Alice sound crazy. And it's just like, Bunny, why you here? If anything, I wanted more Margaret and less of Bunny. And that's not even like throwing shade at Olivia Wilde. It's just like there are so many issues with the script. It's just like, why did y'all redraft this? Why did we redraft this? It's just like, come on. How did we get here? Um, Overall, it wasn't great, but it wasn't, bad. I find it hard to believe that we really had this on like the Oscar conversation list back in like May, because I was already like thinking maybe I'll go see it, but then I saw the trailer while watching WandaVision in theaters. I'm like, not WandaVision, Multiverse of Madness. Not me confusing my franchises. Multiverse of Madness. I'm thinking, oh, I have to go see it now. I mean, I already was going to see it because my friend Faith is a Harry Styles fan, and we were going to go with her anyway. So I'm like, oh, okay, I have to go. And then everything happened over the last like 4 months. I was like, okay, I have to go for work purposes. And now I'm just like, yeah, the best Oscar chances they're probably going to get is like cinematography, definitely. Maybe, get Florence Pugh a spot for Best Actress if they campaign. Because listen, Florence, she don't want anything to do with that movie no more. Um, I don't know about Best Song. The song that Florence and Harry did. I think maybe it might get a spot, depending on how the rest of the year goes in regards to like releases and like songs dedicated for the movie. So, yeah, overall, I gave this movie 6 out of 10. There could have been so much more that could have been fixed with it. And yeah, sadly, the drama is not over. If y'all want a separate video on that, I can do it. I meant to do this after Venice, but honestly, life has been so chaotic. I will be back for more reviews, kind of more structured. I'm starting to get into the whole script thing when it comes to making videos. So definitely next week, you will get more from me. I have a bunch of reviews coming up. There will be a House of Dragon review. I'm reviewing the first 4 episodes and then episode 5 and 6 separately because they deserve their own reviews. Also reviewing Do Revenge. I'm also doing Handmaid's Tale. Also, I have a bunch of like one-off videos talking about Beyonce and Rihanna. They're coming back on top of the Mercury retrograde because it's been a mess. So this is my unstructured review for Don't Worry, Darling. I hope you guys stick around and enjoy this review. Subscribe to my channel and all my handles on social. It's your girl. Peace out. Love. Have a great week. Bye.